Hello guys, let's discuss some more transactions related to trade discount as well as cash discount. Please go through the transaction A of the file which I have just shared. It says purchase goods from Kapil of list price 50,000 at a 20% of TD and 5% of CD. So guys, it is very clear that the list price, the MRP of the product is 50,000, 20,000 is TD, 20% rather, it becomes 10,000 rupees. So effective price is 40,000. As you guys are aware, we do not show trade discount anywhere. तो हमें इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं कि गुड्स का प्राइस 50,000 था, इससे भी कोई लेना देना नहीं कि ट्रेड डिस्काउंट 10,000 था. So for us, the price is 40,000 rupees. And it says a cash discount of 5%. Now common should prevail. We know that cash discount is given only for making payment in cash, only for making immediate payment. So when it is stated that in this transaction, we allowed a discount of 5% as cash discount, it means the cash has flown immediately. यानी पेमेंट अभी हो गई है, हमने ये ट्रांजेक्शन उधार में नहीं करी. वी हैवंट परचेज द गुड्स ऑन क्रेडिट बिकॉज देयर इज कैश डिस्काउंट. इट मीन्स कैश हैज बीन पेड इमीडिएटली. सो इट मीन्स we purchased goods worth rupees 40,000, and because we were making payment immediately, we purchased goods for 40,000, and because we were making payment immediately, so Kapil allowed us a discount of 5% of 40,000, which means 2,000 is the amount of cash discount, and rest 38,000 we have paid immediately. So this will be the main portion of transaction for us. Although the list price was 50,000, there was 20% trade discount amounting to 10,000 rupees. As we guys are aware, we do not show trade discount anywhere in the books. So ultimately the effective price of goods were 40,000. And because we were making payment immediately, Kapil allowed us a discount of 5% amounting to rupees 2,000 as cash discount. Rest 38,000 we have paid to him. Now the question arises, with this transaction, what accounts have been affected? Obviously we have purchased goods, so goods account have been affected. Obviously we have paid cash, hence cash account is affected. And obviously we are allowed a discount, so discount account is affected. So guys, this discount is discount allowed for us or discount received for us. Obviously we are purchasing goods, we are making payment, so seller will be giving us discount. So for us it is discount received. So these three accounts have been affected. Now the next step is to know the nature of each account. As you guys are aware, goods are nominal in nature, cash is real in nature, and discount is also nominal in nature. So these three are the basic nature of the accounts. So apply the rule for nominal account first. It says debit all expenses, credit all incomes. Just focus on goods. You are buying goods, you are purchasing goods. Is it our expense or it is our income? Definitely expense should be debited. Cash, real account. What does the rule for real account says? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. That means if cash is coming in, hence debit. If cash is going out, then credit. In this transaction, cash is coming in or going out? Definitely we are making payment. Cash is going out, must be credited. For discount, nominal account. Debit all expenses, credit all income. So guys, discount received by you is an expense or an income? Definitely income, must be credited. So by this transaction we have come to know that goods must be debited while cash and discount must be credited. How to write these transactions? That is the format of journal which you have already understood. The first column is date, although it is only date, but I have replaced it by serial number as well, because in our question there is no date, so I'll go with serial number. So goods account debit, and we are aware for goods we either use the word purchase or we use the word sales. As we are purchasing goods, so purchases account debit to cash account and to discount received account. ये हमें मालूम ही है. सबसे पहले डेबिट वाले को लिखते हैं, देन वी राइट द क्रेडिट अकाउंट्स, और क्रेडिट वालों के साथ वी डू नॉट यूज द वर्ड क्रेडिट, इंस्टेड वी प्रीफिक्स टू. अब इसमें सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम होगी पैसे भरना. फोकस ऑन परचेजेस. परचेजेस रिप्रेजेंट्स गुड्स. सो जस्ट कन्विंस यूर सेल्फ कि आपने कितने रुपए की गुड्स खरीदी हैं. ऑब्वियसली आफ्टर टीडी द वैल्यू ऑफ गुड्स इज 40,000. Then cash. How much of cash has gone out of your pocket? Definitely after discount you have paid only 38,000 to the party, and 2,000 is the amount of discount. Hence entry shall be purchases account debit to cash account to discount received account. And as I have told you yesterday, total of debit side must always be equal to total of credit side. Okay, so that is transaction number A. Now we move to transaction B, which says sold goods to Rohan of list price of 1 lakh. So guys, list price of product is 1 lakh at a trade discount of 10%. Obviously पहले 10% का trade discount apply करेंगे. भाई हम कभी भी शॉपिंग पे जाते हैं, पहले यही पूछते हैं ना चीज़ कितने की है, तो वो हमें एमआरपी बताता है, उस पर कोई स्कीम होती है तो वो बताता है, पेमेंट की बात तो बाद में आएगी. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टीडी शैल बी अप्लाइड इफ देयर इज एनी. हैंस द एक्चुअल कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्ट बिकम्स 90,000. टीडी इज ऑफ नो यूज टू अस. तो 90,000 की हमने गुड्स सेल करी. किसको सेल करी? रोहन को. बट there was a discount of 3%. So when cash discount is there, it automatically means that goods have been sold for cash. बड़ी कॉमन सेंस है. जो आदमी हमें पैसे ही नहीं दे रहा होगा, why we will allow discount to him? We will only allow discount to the person who is paying us cash immediately. So we sold goods of 90,000 rupees to Rohan. As he was making the payment immediately, we allowed him a discount of 3%. That is cash discount. So that 3% of 90,000, which will amount to 2,700 rupees. Hence, rest 87,300 he has paid us. Now the question arises, what accounts have been affected by this transaction? This represents the value of goods sold. So goods account is affected. This represents the amount of discount allowed. So discount account is affected. This represents the cash. So cash account is affected. These three accounts have affected. Goods, as we know, is a nominal account. Discount, also nominal account. Cash is a real account. Now just apply the rules. Nominal account says if it is expense, put it on debit side. If it is income, put it on credit side. Guys, you are selling goods. You are selling goods. So is it your expense or your income? Definitely income should be credited. You are giving discount. You are allowing discount. तो वो आपके लिए expense हुआ या income हुई? Definitely it is an expense. Put it on the debit side. Cash is a real account. What does the rule of real account says? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Just focus on cash, whether it is coming in or going out. Definitely coming in, so debit. So we have reached a conclusion that cash and discount should be debited and goods should be credited. So while writing the transaction, first of all debit items are written. So cash account debit, discount allowed account debit, and for at the time of purchase of goods we use the word purchases. At the time of sale of goods we will use the word sales. So entry will be cash account debit, discount allowed debit to sales. And what about amounts? Cash. How much money you have received? Definitely 87,300. What is the amount of discount you have given? 2,700. And what was the value of goods you sold? The value of goods obviously after TD was 90,000 rupees. So clear guys? A transaction of purchasing of goods, another transaction related to sales of goods, both including TD as well as CD. Now we move on to our next transaction, the third one. It clearly says purchase goods for cash. So there is no doubt whether the transaction has been entered into on cash terms or credit terms, as long as it says purchase goods for cash. Definitely it means goods kharidi and you spontaneously make payment for it. The value of goods was 20,000, again at 10% TD, that means 2,000. Hence value of goods was 18,000. 2% trade discount, 2% cash discount was there. So 2% of 18,000 amounts to 360. That means rest 17,640 will be flown in cash. So guys, you have purchased goods. So one account is affected goods. You have made payment immediately. So definitely another account affected is cash. And because you are making payment immediately, the party is allowing you discount. They are giving you discount. So it is discount allowed for them. But we are to prepare accounts from our point of view. It is discount received from our side. Goods, nominal, cash, real, discount, nominal. आई थिंक ये रूल्स अभी तक याद हो गए होंगे. अब शॉर्टकट में चलते हैं. नॉमिनल, गुड्स खरीदना, एक्सपेंस या इनकम? डेफिनेटली इट इज एक्सपेंस. डेबिट. कैश, कमिंग इन, गोइंग आउट, डेफिनेटली गोइंग आउट. क्रेडिट. डिस्काउंट रिसीव्ड, एक्सपेंस या इनकम? इनकम. क्रेडिट. सो goods must be debited while cash and discount must be credited. So entry will become purchases account debit to cash account to discount received account. Purchases represents goods. What is the amount of goods after TD? Definitely 18,000. What is this 360 represents? Amount of discount. And what this 17,000 represents? Amount of cash. So your entry will be purchases accounts debit to cash account to discount received account. Clear guys? Now we move on to transaction number D, which says sold goods for 30,000 at 5% CD. सोल्ड गुड्स. अब हमें ये नहीं बता रखा है गुड्स कैश में बेची हैं कि क्रेडिट में बेची हैं, ना ही किसी पार्टी का नाम है. बट डेफिनेटली व्हेन कैश डिस्काउंट इज देयर इट ऑटोमेटिकली मीन्स कि पेमेंट अभी हाथ के हाथ हो गई है. पेमेंट हैज़ बीन मेड इमीडिएटली. दैट मीन्स दीज गुड्स हैव बीन सोल्ड ऑन कैश. सो गुड्स having value of 30,000 were sold at 5% CD, which amounts to 1,500. That means 28,500 has been paid in cash. So what accounts will be affected by this? Obviously goods account, cash account, discount. Just focus whether you are giving discount or you are receiving discount. We are seller, we are selling the goods, and obviously seller always gives discount. So discount allowed from our side. Now comes to the nature of each account. Goods, nominal, cash, real, discount, nominal. Nominal account rule says debit all expenses, credit all incomes. You are selling goods, so you are generating your expenses or income. Definitely income, credit. Likewise, discount allowed, being nominal. Is it your expense or income? Definitely expense, debit. Cash, coming in or going out? Definitely you are selling goods, so you will be receiving the cash coming in, hence debited. So cash and discount must be debited while goods must be credited. So entry will be cash account debit, discount allowed debit to sales. Cash. How much cash you have received? Definitely 28,500. 1,500 represents discount and 30,000 is the value of goods. So cash 28,500, discount allowed 1,500, and the amount of sales is 30,000. So clear guys, first 4 transactions. Good. Next one, the E one. It says sold goods to Amit of list price of 40,000 at 10% TD. गाइस ध्यान से देखिए, इस एंट्री में सीडी नहीं है, कैश डिस्काउंट नहीं है, तो इसका मतलब ये ट्रांजैक्शन कैश में हो भी सकती है और नहीं भी हो सकती. सो 40,000 की गुड्स थी, 10% TD 4,000, तो इतना तो हमें मालूम है कि गुड्स की इफेक्टिव सेल्स प्राइस वाज 36,000 rupees. Now the question arises whether that transaction has been entered into in cash or on credit. हमने एक निशानी याद करी है, if name of the party is there, if name of the party is there and question is silent about cash or cash discount. Just listen carefully. If name of the party is there but question is silent about cash or cash discount, it means the transaction has been entered into on credit terms. That means we have sold goods to Amit valuing rupees 36,000 on credit. So guys, आपने अमित को गुड्स बेची, एक तो गुड्स के अकाउंट पे फर्क पड़ेगा और एक अमित के अकाउंट पे. These two accounts will be affected. Goods, as we are aware, is a nominal account and Amit definitely is a personal account. What is the rule for nominal account? Debit all expenses, credit all incomes. So you are selling goods, you are generating your income, must be credit. What is the rule of personal account? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Just focus on Amit, whether he is the receiver or giver. Definitely he is receiving goods. Being receiver must be debited. So entry will be Amit should be debited while goods should be credited. So entry will be Amit debit to sales account. Amit debit to sales account 36,000 rupees. अब आपके मन मन में ये रिलेशन भी चलता रहना चाहिए कि अमित हमारा क्या लगा. गाइस, आज हमने बताया था द पर्सन टू होम वी सेल गुड्स ऑन क्रेडिट, वो आदमी जिसको हम गुड्स क्रेडिट पे सेल करते हैं, यानी हमने जिससे पैसे लेने हैं, दैट पर्सन इज कॉल्ड अवर डेटर. सो यू माइट से अमित इज अवर डेटर फॉर 36,000 rupees. Now next transaction, F says Amit returned goods of the MRP value of 10,000. Amit returned goods of MRP value of 10,000. As we are aware that we have sold goods to Amit under a trade discount of 10%, and we has already learned that at the time of return the TD will be automatically applicable if it was there at the point of purchase or sale. So when the selling of goods, the TD was there, so at the time of return, definitely TD will also be there. That means the effective value of goods returned is 9,000. So Amit returned us the goods. Which two accounts will be affected? Definitely one is Amit, another is goods. Amit being personal, goods being nominal. What does the rule for personal account says? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Just focus on Amit, whether he is receiving something or giving something. Giver, because he is returning us the goods. So rule says debit the receiver and credit the giver. Amit being a giver must be credited. Goods, nominal account. अब यहाँ बड़े ध्यान से देखना है दोस्तों. We have sold goods earlier which generated our income. Because income was generated and as per nominal accounts rule, we credited it. Now our sold goods are being returned by the customer. So our revenue will decrease, our income will decrease. And in accounting, decrease means reversing of the side. When you sold goods, you credited the goods. When they are returned, just put it on the opposite side, on the debit side. So goods must be debited and Amit must be credited. For goods, we will use the name sales return. So entry will become sales return debit to Amit, effectively 9,000. Sales return to Amit 9,000. अब आपके मन में ये ख्याल चलता रहना चाहिए कि हमारा अमित से क्या हिसाब किताब है. गाइज, यू हैव सोल्ड गुड्स टू अमित 36,000. आपने उससे 36 लेने हैं, out of which he returned goods worth rupees 9,000. So out of that वो 9,000 की गुड्स आपको वापस कर गया. That means अब आप सिर्फ उससे कितने पैसे मांगते हो? 27,000 rupees. Now Amit owes you only 27,000 rupees. What does next transaction say? G transaction. It says Amit settled his account under a cash discount of 3%. अमित ने अपना हिसाब किताब क्लियर कर दिया इतने % डिस्काउंट पे. तो गाइस, हमने अमित से 27,000 रुपीज़ लेने थे अंडर ए डिस्काउंट ऑफ 3%. दैट मीन्स अंडर दैट मच ऑफ डिस्काउंट ही हैज़ क्लियर्ड हिज अकाउंट. दैट मीन्स ही हैज़ पेड अस दिस मच मनी. तो हमने अमित से 27 लेने थे, उसने अपना अकाउंट सेटल कर दिया. सेटल कैसे करेगा भाई? पैसे देगा. That means he has made us the payment, and because he was making timely payment, we allowed him a discount of 800 rupees. So what accounts will be affected? Amit is making payment, Amit's account is affected. He is paying us cash, hence cash account is affected. And definitely we are allowing him discount. हम उसे discount दे रहे हैं तो discount allowed account is affected. We know Amit is personal, cash is real, and discount is nominal account. Personal, Amit. Receiver or giver? Amit is giving us the payment, Amit is making us payment. Being giver must be credited. Cash, coming in or going out? Coming in, debited. Discount allowed. Expense or income? Expense, debited. So cash and discount must be debited while Amit must be credited. So our G transaction will be recorded as cash account debit, discount allowed account debit to Amit. Cash will be debited by the amount which you have received. Obviously we have received 26,190. Discount which you have allowed 810. अमित, आपका जितने रुपए से अमित से हिसाब किताब क्लियर हुआ, हमारा अमित से 27,000 से हिसाब क्लियर हुआ. So out of that 27,000, 810 was allowed as discount. Rest 26,000 we received as cash. Clear? Next transaction. H. What does it says? Purchased goods. बड़ी अच्छी ट्रांजैक्शन है दोस्तों, बड़े ध्यान से देखना. Purchase goods from Rahul 50,000 under a cash discount of 5%. Made 30% payment in cash immediately. Guys, we purchase goods from Rahul 50,000. Clear? Under a discount of 5%. But guys, what is to be remembered? Cash discount is applicable only on that proportion of money which you are paying in cash. In earlier cases, we were making 100% payment in cash, hence CD was allowed or received on 100% amount. But as this transaction represents that we are making only 30% payment in cash, that means out of this 50,000, we are making 30%, that means 15,000 payment in cash. Hence, CD will be applicable on this amount only. So 15,000, 5%, 750 will be the amount of discount, and rest 14,250 will be paying in cash. What about remaining 70%? This 30% you are making in cash, fine. What about remaining 70%? That means rest 70%, that means goods worth rupees 35,000 have been purchased on credit, because you are not making payment for those. Hence, these are being purchased from Rahul on credit. So अब दोस्तों बड़े ध्यान से देखना है किस किस पे इफेक्ट पड़ा. गुड्स खरीदी, डेफिनेटली गुड्स पे इफेक्ट पड़ा. आउट ऑफ दीज सम आर परचेज्ड फ्रॉम राहुल ऑन क्रेडिट, तो राहुल पे इफेक्ट पड़ा. फॉर सम ऑफ द गुड्स यू आर मेकिंग पेमेंट, तो कैश पे इफेक्ट पड़ा. एंड बिकॉज यू आर ऑल्सो रिसीविंग डिस्काउंट, तो डिस्काउंट पे इफेक्ट पड़ा. सो इन दिस वेरी ट्रांजेक्शन 4 अकाउंट्स हैव बीन अफेक्टेड. गुड्स खरीदी, डेफिनेटली गुड्स पे. उनमें से कुछ क्रेडिट पे थी, हेंस पार्टी पे जिससे क्रेडिट पे खरीदी है. सम आर परचेज्ड ऑन कैश, तो डेफिनेटली कैश पे. एंड डेफिनेटली वी आर गिवन डिस्काउंट, सो डिस्काउंट पे. गुड्स नॉमिनल, पर्सनल, रियल, नॉमिनल. यू आर परचेजिंग गुड्स, एक्सपेंस और इनकम, डेफिनेटली एक्सपेंस, डेबिट. राहुल, अब बड़े ध्यान से देखना, राहुल को कंसिडर ही क्यों कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि हमने उससे गुड्स क्रेडिट पे खरीदी हैं, तो उस वे में राहुल को ही देखना है सिर्फ. क्योंकि हमने राहुल से गुड्स क्रेडिट पे खरीदी हैं, तो इन दैट रेस्पेक्ट राहुल बिकम्स गिवर ऑफ गुड्स एंड बीइंग अ गिवर क्रेडिट. कैश, जस्ट फोकस ऑन कैश, वेदर इट इज कमिंग इन और गोइंग आउट. डेफिनेटली कैश इज गोइंग आउट, मस्ट बी क्रेडिटेड. Discount allowed or received? Received. It is your income, must be credited. So only one account is being debited, rest 3 accounts are credited. So entry will be for goods purchases account debit to Rahul, to cash account, एंड टू डिस्काउंट रिसीव्ड अकाउंट. क्लियर? अब इनमें पैसे भरना सबसे बड़ा खेल होगा दोस्तों. गुड्स कितने की थी? 50,000. सो परचेजेस वैल्यू 50,000. राहुल जो क्रेडिट पे खरीदी हैं, क्रेडिट पे 35,000. कैश, हाउ मच कैश हैज बीन फ्लोन आउट ऑफ योर पॉकेट? 14,000. And what is the amount of discount you received? Definitely 750. So total of debit must be equal to total of credit. Check कर लो. That means we have purchased goods for 50,000, out of which 35,000 are on credit from Rahul, hence he becomes our creditor. Rest 15,000 we have paid in cash, and for that we received some discount as well. So whatever cash is flown out of your pocket should be credited, and discount being your income must be credited. Now just go for next entry, I. What does it say? Sold goods to Chandan for 40,000 at a cash discount of 5%. Now we are selling goods 40,000 at a cash discount of 5%. But he only paid 50% amount immediately. He only paid 50% amount immediately. That means out of 40,000, he is paying me 20,000 and rest 20,000 are on credit to Chandan. अब वो मेरे को जितने पैसे दे रहा था मैंने उसके ऊपर खुश होकर उसको क्या दे दिया? कैश डिस्काउंट. कितना कैश डिस्काउंट गाइस? 5%. सो 20,000 का 5% निकालोगे, द अमाउंट ऑफ डिस्काउंट विल बी 1,000. दैट मीन्स 19,000 विल बी द अमाउंट ऑफ कैश दैट इज फ्लोन आउट. सो किस किस पे इफेक्ट पड़ा दोस्तों? गुड्स सोल्ड करी तो गुड्स इज अफेक्टेड. चंदन को क्रेडिट पे सेल करी तो चंदन इज अफेक्टेड. कैश आया, कैश इज अफेक्टेड, एंड वी अलाउड हिम सम डिस्काउंट, हेंस डिस्काउंट इज अफेक्टेड. सो दीज 4 अकाउंट्स हैव बीन अफेक्टेड. गुड्स we know nominal, Chandan personal, cash real, and discount allowed is nominal. Guys, goods, expense or income? You are selling goods, income must be credited. चंदन को क्यों देख रहे हैं? इसलिए नहीं देख रहे क्योंकि वो हमें पैसे दे रहा है, क्योंकि यार गुड्स बेचेंगे, पैसे हाथ के हाथ मिल जाएंगे तो पार्टी का नाम यूजलेस है हमारे लिए. हमें पार्टी की ज़रूरत ही कब पड़ती है? व्हेन गुड्स हैव बीन सोल्ड ऑन क्रेडिट. तो चंदन को इस कैपेसिटी में देखना है कि हमने उसको क्रेडिट पे गुड्स बेची हैं, तो उस वे में चंदन बिकम्स रिसीवर ऑफ गुड्स और गिवर ऑफ गुड्स. डेफिनेटली रिसीवर. डेबिट. कैश आपके पास आ रहा है या जा रहा है? Debit. Discount, you are allowing discount is an expense for you, hence debit. So these 3 account must be debited and only 1 account must be credited. So guys, entry will be Chandan debit, cash account debit, discount allowed debit to sales. अब बड़ा सीधी सी बात है भाई, गुड्स कितने की बिकी? 40,000. तो सेल्स में पूरे 40,000. चंदन को उधार कितने की बिकी? 20,000. बाकी 20 आने थे, जिसमें से आपने 1,000 का तो दे दिया डिस्काउंट, एंड रेस्ट 19,000 यू रिसीव्ड इन कैश. क्लियर गाइस? टोटल ऑफ डेबिट, टोटल ऑफ क्रेडिट चेक कर लेना. क्लियर? Now moving on to our last transaction, J. What does it say? कहता है हमने नवीन से गुड्स खरीदी 80,000 की. तो दोस्तों गुड्स की वैल्यू थी 80,000 अंडर ए कैश डिस्काउंट ऑफ 10%. CD है 10%. हाफ द पेमेंट इन कैश while other half was paid through check immediately. अब दोस्तों समझना, we are making half the payment in cash and we are making rest half by check. That means 100% पेमेंट तो हो ही रही है ना, चाहे वन वे में हो चाहे अनदर वे में हो. कैश डिस्काउंट डज नॉट मीन कि पेमेंट सिर्फ कैश से ही होनी चाहिए. इट सेज पेमेंट होनी चाहिए. कैश से करो, बैंक से करो, NEFT करो, RTGS करो, किसी भी ऑनलाइन मोड से करो, पेटीएम करो, गूगल पे करो, डजंट मैटर एट ऑल. एज लॉन्ग एज पेमेंट हो रही है यू आर एलिजिबल फॉर कैश डिस्काउंट. सो 80,000 की गुड्स खरीदी, बिकॉज आई एम मेकिंग 100% पेमेंट, सो आई एम एलिजिबल फॉर डिस्काउंट ऑन 100% अमाउंट. सो 8,000 विल बी द अमाउंट ऑफ डिस्काउंट अलाउड. सो 70,000 की पेमेंट रह गई. I am making half in cash, that means 36,000 are being paid in cash and rest 36,000 by bank. Check. So किस किस पे इफेक्ट पड़ा दोस्तों? गुड्स खरीदी तो गुड्स पे, कुछ पेमेंट कैश में हुई तो कैश पे, सम पार्ट ऑफ पेमेंट इज बीइंग मेड बाय बैंक तो बैंक से, एंड डिस्काउंट. दिस डिस्काउंट यू हैव अलाउड और यू हैव रिसीव्ड. डेफिनेटली वी हैव परचेज्ड गुड्स, हमने गुड्स खरीदी हैं तो सामने वाली पार्टी ने हमें डिस्काउंट दिया होगा. सो इट इज़ फॉर अस डिस्काउंट रिसीव्ड, नॉट अलाउड, इट इज़ डिस्काउंट रिसीव्ड. सो गुड्स, कैश, बैंक एंड डिस्काउंट. नॉमिनल, रियल, पर्सनल, नॉमिनल. क्लियर? गुड्स, expense or income, you are buying it, expense, debit. Cash, coming in, going out, credit. Bank, just focus on your bank account. Your bank account becomes receiver of money or giver of money, receiving payment or giving payment. Definitely giving payment, credit. Discount received, income, credit. So these three accounts must be credited and goods must be debited. So guys, entry will become purchases account debit to cash account to bank account to discount received account. Goods, दोस्तों गुड्स कितने की खरीदी थी? 80,000 की. डिस्काउंट कितना था दोस्तों? 10% के हिसाब से 8,000. पेमेंट करनी थी 72 की, 36 मेड बाय कैश एंड 36 मेड बाय चेक. सो कैश 36,000, बैंक 36,000. तो एंट्री चेक कर लेना एक बारी. टोटल ऑफ डेबिट मस्ट बी इक्वल टू टोटल ऑफ क्रेडिट. क्लियर गाइस? So understand these concepts of trade discount as well as cash discount. So एक बार प्लीज़ इनको go through कर लीजिएगा सारी transactions को, and definitely I am sending you one assignment for doing it today. ये एक बार प्लीज़ आप कर लीजिए. Thank you.